Okay, I did a video with Poor Black Mattie by R.L. Burnside, an instructional video a couple of years ago, and since then I've kind of tinkered with it and changed the song up just a little bit. First of all, you have to tune to open G, which means your 6th string will be tuned down from E to a D. Your 5th string goes down from an A to a G. And then your 4th string remains D, just like a regular tuned guitar. 3rd string remains a G, just like a regular tuned guitar, so you don't change that string either. 2nd string remains a B, so you don't change that string either. 1st string is a D, so you go down from an E to a D. So the only strings that you're changing the tuning from a regular tuned guitar is the 6th, which you're going down from an E to a D, the 5th you're going down from an A to a G, and the 1st you're going down from an E to a D. Should be tuned to open G at this point. Now the first lick on this song, you're sliding up. This is a very, very, very common R.L. Burnside lick. He does it in a ton of his songs. 1st finger on the 2nd string and on the 1st fret. Now remember, you're strumming all the strings throughout most of this song. So you're not just hitting that one string, you're not just strumming that one string, you're strumming all of them. And you're sliding up to the 3rd fret with that same finger. I use an upstroke with my 1st finger, downstroke with my thumb. Sometimes I'll do 2 downs in a row or 2, 3 ups in a row. Basically, this is all I use, is thumb and 1st finger. Very, very, very old school hill country blues, nothing fancy. So what you're going to be doing is I prefer to slide up when or strum up with my 1st finger on this, so I can get those high notes in. If I use my thumb, I get those bass notes in, and it tends to drown out that high note. So I want that note to jump out. So I do an upstrum. So here's how it goes, and I'll show you the details. And what you're doing here is you're sliding up, and you're choking with this hand, and then you're putting your 3rd finger on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, and then you're taking that finger off. So if I slow it down, there's 2 parts to it. You got the slide up and the choke, and then you've got a strum and a 3rd finger on the 3rd string, 3rd fret. And if you notice, it's real quick. 1st finger on the up, thumb on the down. If you also notice, I tend to wrap my thumb around the top and I mute out that 6th string, which is a D. I very, very, very rarely use that 6th string, which is why Keith Richards took his off. Just not a lot of need for it since I already have 2 Ds. So I mute it with my thumb, and you're sliding up again, 1st finger. So you're hitting the chord, and you're not using this hand anymore, you're using that hand to slide up. So if I slow it way down, now and then I'll do this instead of this. So instead of using the 3rd string, 3rd fret down to open, I use the 5th string, 3rd fret down to open. So I do this. So every now and then I throw that in just for a little change. So basically that's the main riff of the song. Now there's a 2nd part to this song, and he does this several different ways. There's one way that you can do it, again, 1st finger, 2nd string, 1st fret, and I'll just play it and then I'll show you how to do it. even more. First finger up here on the first string, 5th fret. So sometimes ROL will do that 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, even 15 or 20 times in a row, just depending on how drunk he is. And other times he just does it a few times. And that's one way you can play that lick. Another way that I play that lick is I do this, and this is kind of a RL, another way that RL does it as well, with my little touch to it. Instead of doing this, he does this. What he's doing is, if you just listen to these notes, don't play it the way I'm going to play it here, but just listen to the notes. Here's what he's doing. Instead of going, he's going. So. And slow down, that's. And the third way that I do this, when we really get to rocking, is I'll do this. I'll go. And that's basically just. And you're sliding up here to the 12th fret. You want to make sure you get that 3rd string in there, because that's your high G. So you want to make sure that note jumps out if possible. And sometimes my thumb will hit right on that 3rd string, so you can hear it. Sometimes it hits all of them, but I try to hit that 1/3 string on the 12th fret, which is the same note as that. So all I'm doing is I'm substituting that slide up to the 12th fret for this. So here's what you get. Here's the regular way, the quote-unquote regular way. There's your high G right there. I just substitute this for that. So here's what you get. Basically the gist of that one. Now you can stretch that one out as long as you want. You can bring it down, you can bring it back up, do a little breakdown where you're kind of doing just a little, just bringing it down to volume. There's lots of different ways that you can expand on that tune right there, but that's the gist of it. Poor Black Mattie, R.L. Burnside.